Hello, my beautiful moglets. It is time. OMG, they just uploaded this 2 minutes ago. I think that was the first comment again. Boom. There she is. I am super hyped. Let's go. Let's check out that ultimate animation first of all. Boom. Very nice. We can see more of that design as well. Going to get demonetized. Oh wow, we have some other art here as well. An innocent face and healthy voluptuous body. Thick waifu. Alright, but here we go. Let's take a look at those stats first of all. She is a warrior. Fire. Very interesting. You know, fire like the summer. Makes sense. Pretty high health for a warrior. Average attack. Maybe a tiny bit higher. Nah. Yeah, pretty average attack, honestly. But very high speed for a warrior. Unfortunately, you know, base 15 crit chance, so she's going to be a little harder to gear as far as that goes. But let's see what they say. 5-star fire, elemental warrior. Well-balanced stats, yeah. Skill introduction. I mean, obviously I hope she's good. I'm going to get her no matter what, but obviously it'd be nice if she's good. We're starting with skill 2. Reduces the effect of decreased combat readiness debuff inflicted on... Oh, that's a passive, isn't it? This skill effect does not stack with other passives of the same name. Increases evasion by 50% when the caster is at max health. Alright, definitely hitting at Bizarre here because she is fire first of all. She'll increase her evasion by 50 and reduces the effect of decreased combat readiness. Is this not a passive? Oh yes, it is a passive, he says down here. It just doesn't look like the passive icon. But it's definitely a passive, and it looks like that goes up to 50% decreased combat readiness with her skill enhance. Yes, it reduces the effect of decreased combat readiness 50% max once you fully Molagora that. Oh my god. Yep, there's Bizarre there. Let's see how little that does. Almost nothing, dude. They barely got pushed back at all. Oh my god. Alright, well here's skill 3. Sorry for talking over the guy, by the way, but yeah. Dispels 2 buffs from all allies. What? And attacks all enemies in the middle of a night market. Before granting the caster increased attack greater for 2 turns. Increases combat Oh, she's a combat pusher! She's a combat pusher! While completely screwing up other people's combat reduction. Man, Bizarre is getting screwed. These are very, very early first impressions, so forgive me if I'm over-exaggerating anything, but like, dude, this sounds insane. She's a cleanser. She is self-sufficient with the greater attack buff, and she's a combat booster. Does she get more combat boost? No, it's only 20%, which isn't a ton, honestly, but still. I would have really liked to see an extra turn for Soul Burn, but I understand that would be way overpowered then. And AoE. Man, that's crazy. Let's see that in action. Does she already have increased attack at that point? I gotta see that again. No, I think she gets greater attack after. She doesn't have it while attacking. Yep. I really like her kit already, and her basic skill is long. Attacks the enemy by tearing up a food market with a 45% chance to burn for a turn. When used on the caster's turn, so I guess not dual attack or whatever, just 1 bite becomes an attack that targets all enemies. Changed attack is unaffected by elemental disadvantage. Changed attack is unaffected by elemental disadvantage and does not trigger a dual attack. I honestly have no idea what they mean by that last sentence, but maybe they'll explain it down here. Her skill 1, just 1 bite attacks the enemy by tearing up a food market. Up to 60% chance to burn with Molagoras. No, they say the exact same thing. Changed attack is unaffected by elemental disadvantage. I guess they might mean when it's used on her turn, it won't trigger a dual attack and it's not affected by elemental disadvantage. But when it comes to dual attack, like if you have Lilius in your team and that procs Yufine to go, it's just going to be a single target normal attack that will take elemental disadvantage into consideration. So let's take a look at that artifact. This is a big deal as well because, you know, it is an exclusive artifact and there is no pity on this. Champions Trophy, a glorious trophy given to the winners of the 7th Beach Volleyball Championship. The prize also included 50 meal coupons for use at the summer festival. Level max, increases effectiveness. Didn't we just have an artifact like this? Has a 26% chance to stun the enemy for 1 turn after using a basic skill. Oh my god, though. Oh god. This effect is not activated by counterattack, dual attack, or extra attack, which doesn't really matter for her because her basic attack is AoE only on her turn anyway. That's pretty high for an AoE. It's kind of like Dizzy. And then of course effectiveness by 30%. Does she really need effectiveness though? It doesn't seem like she does outside of her first skill. So at least first impressions wise, her artifact doesn't seem super necessary because, you know, I'd say mainly her kit is her second and third skill. Her first is just a burn. And then with this, I guess it would be a stun as well. But it doesn't really seem necessary. Damn, she sounds really nice though. Let's go back. A little bit of a second impressions here. So yeah, decreased combat readiness debuffs inflicted on all allies by 50% once it's Molagorad. Does not stack with other passives of the same name. Are there any other passives like this? I don't think so. And increases evasion by 50% when she's at max health. So obviously, you know, if Bazaar is going first, most likely gonna miss. So you don't even need like a super fast Yufine. She could be your pusher. And even if there's a faster Bazaar on the enemy team, high chance he's gonna miss being at an elemental disadvantage, first of all, and then she has 50% bonus evasion anyway. So, damn. This might be a little over-exaggeratory, but I have to say Bazaar defenses have just been obliterated by this skill. Even if Bazaar's attack hits, it's what then? 15% combat readiness decrease? So they would need all of their units to be somewhat fast, and can't rely on that 30% reduction. Even if soulburned. I mean, that's one of the main reasons Lilius has been a good counter to Bazaar for so long, because she's fire and she can reduce combat readiness too. And you know, being fire, she has a good chance to miss Bazaar's attack. You're almost guaranteed to miss on Yufine. Also, she's called Holiday Yufine, not Seaside Yufine. And then that third skill, she's like a better Lilius because she can also dispel, you know, 2 debuffs. It's not super often that your entire party has more than 2. She is a warrior though and not a tank, and if you want her to deal damage, you do need an actual attack stat, unlike Lilius. She can deal some decent damage just with crit chance and damage. She's definitely more of an all-in-one and definitely a safer pick versus Bazaar, because Bazaars are almost always going to miss unless they get incredibly lucky. But yeah, she definitely seems very, very stat hungry, and if you are going to try and take advantage of her first skill, you'll obviously need effectiveness too, and if you're going to try and get the artifact, that'll help with effectiveness a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, her basic attack doesn't seem that impressive. Not much point of giving her a counter set. It's just going to be a normal, like, single target basic hit with a chance to burn. So, having her with a lot of speed so she can do just one bite often would be good, or having other combat pushers. Personally, for me, I'm probably just going to build her with a lot of speed to start, pretty naturally fast. And then with whatever stats are left over, crit chance, damage, and attack. Ultimately, it'll depend if she can actually deal some decent damage with her third skill. It's just unfortunate that it seems that right now she gets the greater attack buff after her attack ends. So then it's pretty much only her basic attack that you're going to be doing for a while. I guess 4 turns? I guess it'll have a 4-turn cooldown once you get that Molagorad. But yeah, absolutely looking forward to summoning for her. I'm not disappointed at all in her kit. Could be, you know, there are different opinions floating around. It is very fresh stuff coming off the burner, so I'm just super hyped, so I could be completely biased. You know, I've been waiting for this for a while. I think a lot of people have, so, you know, at least right now she seems completely insane, and I think she's going to be shaking up the meta. Tell me what you think in the comments down below, though. Dropping a like on this video if you did happen to enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.